with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. The run to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Snapped it in the shotgun. What a snag by the defense. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
The give from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got his man on the right. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And as I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room headed to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now this offense will take the field again. The give to the back. At the 45, on his way. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Strickland. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
He runs out of bounds.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life better.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to run it. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He makes a catch. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying the football by this. Down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Takes the easy one to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision.
Racing down the left side. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Trying to get to him. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide, and with his defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Skips away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Bell. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Twist his way through. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick release by the QB. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Bell. Just trucks through it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. A 1st down for the offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bentley. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bentley. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He fires it out to the right. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll run it from the gun. At midfield! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the ground with the back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hands. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going over the top. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. Nice move. Creates some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board.
Touchdown. Number 83. All-time in the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
3rd down coming up.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Using his legs, it's Strickland. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Bentley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Come on, set.
From the gun. Can't find his man in the end zone. The two-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's in for the score. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
It's just take it, right? I mean, you like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up. But I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much fire.